headphones on so you can hear the music. Awesome. Hey, thank you guys. I want to welcome everybody in to the show. Of course, this isn't ideal. This is just the podcast. I want to start recording live videos for you guys, having video. However, we have it set up. Haven't really thought about that, but just want to get things started off on a good note. Sorry, I have allergies. But yeah, just that way everyone gets the idea how it's gonna roll, what it's gonna sound like. A few topics, people who want to listen in, driving down the road, whatever, smoking a blunt. I don't care. That this is for you guys, for you potheads. Just kidding. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. But today, first off, I want to just give you guys a rundown of what we'll be talking about. Pretty much everything you could think of is what I have in mind. With sports topics, music. I know the world's gone crazy after certain events have happened. And then I'll just go on my iPhone and look up trending topics, and we'll just go off of those. You know, I mean, why not? I've never used the news app, so this seems like a great time to do so. I know yesterday I found a few topics that were pretty interesting, had kind of relation to me. But other than that, I also want to welcome in my guest, Mikey. He's going to be giving us some, just feedback, here to talk with us on the show. You know, however you guys feel about Mikey, leave us a little note. If you want him back on the show, we'll put him back on the show. Just kidding. But for sure, yeah, we're gonna every day or every week, I should say, we're gonna have a different host. Hopefully, someone here that can actually talk. It doesn't sound like a phone recording, because that would be kind of dumb. But yeah, for
That'd
sure.
Kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, if you're into that kind of thing, like Sports Center, they have the Skype would be a good way actually to
like
do
professional.
Yeah, like a live
Voice
show
actor.
with Skype, like a big ass tablet on the wall or something.
And guys talks like SpongeBob.
Yeah, we're not that technical though, but for sure that'd be the idea for that. Also, so today in news, I'm not gonna get into politics. That's not what we do here. Sorry guys, I'm sorry for you Democrats, Demobrats, and Republicans. So we're just gonna skip all the Trump news. Hometown Baylor basketball girls, I seen them. They won in the Final Four yesterday. So big congrats to those ladies. Everyone that's back at home listening. Big shout out to Calvion. Went to school with her, representing La Vega. That's just huge, Yeah, I'm not into Baylor. I mean, I'm not really into women's basketball.
I don't know anything about anything women's basketball.
But congrats,
good
that's,
job, baby.
Yeah, that's.
What did they win?
They won in the Final Four. I don't know if they won the whole deal, but I think they're going to the championship game.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't. No real news on that. Sorry, guys. I mean, my knowledge on that's not so great, but
Just congratulations.
Yeah. Big congrats to that. I seen there was a topic about some plane flight that going from Knoxville to Dallas yesterday had like an emergency land because their screens in the pilot's den went out or whatever, and it was like a major thing, and they had to land like a emergency landing, and it was pretty crazy, and people were recording. Yeah, so from Knoxville to Dallas, these guys were like all stressing out, like, hey guys, we gotta land because our screens went black or whatever. An emergency land. Yeah, dude. And
There's somebody used the intercom, but the screen's the only thing that went off was the screens.
Like there were like a couple screens that went black. I don't know if it was like their navigation.
Their fuel.
Yeah.
The main things they need.
Yeah, so like they're like, oh, we don't know where we're at, dude. Damn, like, and they just landed. So it reminded me of my crap flight that I had coming from Dallas to San Francisco. I mean, we didn't have no emergency landing, but I mean, tell me like. Give me a scenario when you've had to land, and they don't have a terminal for you to get out on, so you have to get out on the ground.
You had to do that?
I had to do that. Oh. I had to get out on this ramp thing, get out on the ground, and they had these big wide buses pick us up. They drove.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, so these buses were like real wide, and they were like lowriders, and
yeah,
and you stand in them. Like,
what?
Yeah, you stand in the buses, and it drove us around the airport like 2 times, and then left me at like They got me out right on my at my
at
gate.
A bus stop.
Yeah, and then I had to walk up these stairs to get to my terminal, and I missed my flight. So I mean,
when was this?
This was on when I came back on when I come back Tuesday.
This last flight?
Yeah, so
oh,
I didn't really get back till Wednesday morning because they were like the next flight's not till 6 a.m. And yeah, we're sorry about it.
You're so pissed off.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like it's a real bummer, that kind of stuff doesn't really happen normally, but I mean, I wasn't too happy about it. But yeah, I'd much rather that than them telling me we have an emergency flight and we need to land because our screens are black. Like
that's scary.
Especially
if it's your first time flying.
I mean,
like,
honestly, I would probably be that person to like overdo it. Like, we're all gonna die. Everyone jump.
I'd be like, man, I don't even know what this. I've had turbulence, but I've never had.
Oh yeah, turbulence is normal.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't see where we're going. Like, what?
Yeah, we're pitch black. Code black. We're get out the car. We're gonna jump. We're gonna die.
Oh, that's scary.
I would probably be that exaggerative person, but that's pretty crazy. What else? Other news, man.
I looked some stuff up too.
Yeah, I mean my trip overall, for anyone that was wondering, I did get to see some friends. Got to hang out with some family. It was pretty cool. The weather was pretty cool because it was cold. But it wasn't so bad. Got to see some family that I haven't seen in a while. You found anything on the news app? I was just looking at. They love to talk about Trump. You know that, like.
It's all about basketball right now.
Oh, speaking of basketball, let me look at so. As of right now, the playoff picture through April 5th, which was actually yesterday, sorry. It looks like in the Western Conference, we have Golden State number 1, the Nuggets at 2, Rockets at 3, Portland at 4. We have the Jazz at 5, Clippers at 6, OKC at 7, and Spurs at 8. Now, here's what the thing about this. My OKC Thunder was a 3rd seed a month ago. And now we almost didn't make the playoffs. And we're a 7th seed. And we're half a game behind, or half a game ahead of the Spurs, sorry. How does that happen? Now we have to play the Nuggets, which I'd rather play the Warriors first round. And you guys might criticize me because, oh, Paul, the Warriors would crush Oklahoma City. I mean, yeah, that's how people talk.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they would crush them. I mean, yeah, sure. KD folds underneath when he plays OKC, and I would love to see that. I would love to see that rematch. But now we got to play the Nuggets, and I don't know. I'm not so happy about that. Because yeah, Spurs are gonna get crushed by the Golden State. Yeah, and Rockets, Clippers. The Rockets, James Harden's not a postseason guy. I don't care. I don't believe it. And the Blazers sticking in against the Jazz, I think that'd be a really good series. Moving on to the East, you got the Bucks at 1, Toronto at 2, 76ers at 3, Celtics at 4, Pacers at 5, Magic at 6, Nets at 7, and Detroit at 8. 6, 7, and 8, throw them in the trash. I mean, just throw them in the trash. Teams that shouldn't have made the playoffs. I mean, Miami's still hanging in there with the Hornets to try to get that A spot. Now, here's a real conversation. D-Wade doesn't make the playoffs, and they're only a half a game behind, or actually a game and a half behind, it looks like. If D-Wade doesn't make the playoffs in his final season, that's going to hurt the NBA. People are going to be hurt by that. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't know if Kobe did make the playoffs in his last season or not. The Lakers were trash. But it didn't matter. The guy already had 5 rings. D-Wade, with 3 rings now, doesn't have a LeBron. He doesn't have anybody to support him. Definitely doesn't have Shaq. If they make the playoffs as an 8th seed and say they battle it out, I mean, they're going to get swamped by the Bucks, but I mean, heck, just so much for him, So yeah, that's how I see the playoff picture for the NBA. You have
I
something?
got some breaking news for all you party animals that like to get drunk and afterwards get a little grub on.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. So starting April 30th, this is bad news.
Oh.
McDonald's will be taking a few items off their late night menu. So
Okay.
between 12 a.m. and 5 a.m., you will not be allowed to order any of these items. Artisan grilled chicken sandwiches, buttermilk crispy chicken sandwiches, buttermilk crispy tenders. I didn't even know they're all buttermilk.
I didn't even know they even. None of these items have existed.
Filet-O-fish, a lot of people get those, and a premium salad. Who orders that at night?
And when you're drunk,
Your mom, Fada, give me a salad.
Yeah, that greasy ass salad's gonna taste real good.
Well, I don't know. That was the most interesting thing I saw on here so far. But no, I mean, I've never even ordered any of those.
I mean, yeah, seriously. I mean, I never even considered McDonald's as a
late
drunk
night?
food. Yeah, like I never was so faded. It was like, fuck, dude, let's get some McDonald's, dude. Like, it's always. I mean,
Sometimes it's one of those places you have to go to because nothing else is open.
yeah, it's like for all my Texas people, specifically Wacoians, it's when I used to go to the club, when I used to go to halftime, we used to get drunk, me and my friends. Whataburger was the move. If you weren't down for Whataburger, why'd you even come to the club? Because we were gonna eat Whataburger after the club every night. I mean, didn't matter how drunk you were, Whataburger was the move. What's this?
Whataburger's pretty good. So this is actually something about over here.
Oh, okay, San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On CNN.
What happened?
So
Oh.
I guess at Grossmont Hospital,
Mm-hmm.
they're in trouble because cameras secretly recorded women in California hospital delivery rooms.
What?
Yeah.
Why would they even put cameras up in?
The delivery, I mean, I don't know.
That's hella perverted, to be
Yeah.
honest. I mean,
And that's just right here down the street.
that's crazy.
Grossmont.
Wow.
That's anybody in the San Diego area. That's crazy, dude.
Look, if you're putting cameras up in my room while I'm changing my clothes, consider yourself lucky. Okay? I want that to be worldwide though. Just consider yourself lucky.
Well, it's kind of messed up because like when ladies they're having their baby, they only want like a few people in there because they want their privacy.
Yeah.
Imagine being recorded though.
Oh my god.
Damn, I'd be pretty pissed.
I mean, I used to work at the hospital and I used to stock fridges with nutritional stuff. And I used to go to the 5th floor where the babies were made.
Babies are made.
I mean,
People are doing it.
No, where babies were born. And I mean, I would always hear like women having their kids and
Oh yeah.
Here's a funny story. Like I remember one day specifically, I'm trying to get into the room because you have to like get buzzed in, and this woman screaming or whatever, having her kid, and then the baby comes out screaming, and the nurse is all like, "Oh, happy birthday!" I'm like, it is.
They say that?
It is. Yeah, I guess she gets a kick out of it. Like saying it every time. It's funny every time because it's a new person. But to her, she says it every time. But yeah, you found something.
So you know how recently a popular trend is people using a Florida man. Like the memes, like it's like they show the article, like all the crazy stuff that happens in Florida.
Yeah.
I got a new one right here. It goes. Minutes after being released from jail, a Florida man was arrested in the parking lot for breaking into cars.
What
in the parking lot of the jail. What an idiot. It has to be Florida, right?
So he said, "Oh fuck, I didn't catch an Uber. Let me just grab one of these cars."
Man, I think I saw a CD player.
Yeah. He was. Yeah, what do you call it? Withdrawals. He was like, scratching. I need to break into this car right here.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, that's great, man. Yeah, Florida. I don't know what you guys are doing, but stay in school.
Yeah, what's going on? What's in your water?
Yeah, what's in your water? They're probably not even drinking the water. We don't drink water over here in Florida. We got
alligator
blood. We drink what is that? Seagrams. We drink
Oh,
Seagrams.
Oh, like the ginger ale?
Yeah, the ginger ale. We drink Seagrams.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
I don't know what they're drinking, what they're doing.
Oh, man.
Every picture I see of somebody, they have like a cutoff shirt on from like lighthouses on them or something. Or
yeah. So, okay. So in other sports related, let me go to the NFL page. Well, I don't know if everyone's everyone's heard about the whole AAF thing. But yeah, it's pretty fucked up what they did to their players.
What happened?
I don't know if you didn't hear that. So basically, the people who ran it, who created it, ran it, the AAF, the founders, they essentially just took the money and ran, and they left all the players with no money, people who were injured, not paying their bills, not giving them a place to stay. These people have no money. They didn't make any money. The players didn't. They just the league took the money and ran with it.
So what's gonna happen?
Like that's it.
They
That's
ended
it.
everything?
It's over. Like
what? It was just a scheme to make money.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Just a scheme.
Wow.
And they
looking forward to go to a next season.
Fleet game. Yeah. I mean, it's
not.
You
guys are playing their asses off too. Trying to get noticed.
Exactly, and that's not definite because let me see, AAF. They still have the Instagram page up and running, but I think they're gonna fold. Like I don't think they have any money. I mean, see, this is what the Fleet posted on their Instagram page. It says thank you. And then it says, thank you for your support, Fleet family. Together we prove San Diego is a football town. But that, to me, is saying, like, we're not playing another fucking game. There's no championship.
Damn. I hope that...
I mean, and then I seen a comment on the AAF page where the guy was like, he tagged the NFL and he said, NFL, please make an expansion team for San Diego and call them the Fleet. I thought that'd be a great idea.
Hell yeah, dude. Man, that'd make it hard for me though.
Why? Oh, San Diego Chargers and Fleet. This is what Monique said, because for all you people, Monique is my girlfriend. She said, if Phillip Rivers didn't play for the Chargers, she wouldn't be a fan. I said, what if Phillip Rivers played for the Fleet? She said, I would be a Fleet fan. That's tough. Now. Also, I think what she really meant to say is she would go for both teams, but she would still be a Chargers fan, more or less. She said,
"Would they be in the same division?"
Now, the way that would work is that, of course, have to make another expansion team, and I said, why not make it an Orlando team? Because the Apollos had a great season. Mm-hmm. They were 5-1. They looked like they were going to win it all.
Who else had a good one? That doesn't have a team in
Birmingham. State? I think I'm pretty sure every team that they had in the AAF didn't have a football team. Salt Lake, Utah doesn't have a team. Let's see. Arizona was one. They had a football team, but the Hot Shots. Who else? There was Birmingham. Alabama doesn't have a football team. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Atlanta, they have a football team. Yeah. So there's a couple of NFL teams, but I mean, I think because you'd only have to add 2 teams. If you add the Fleet, I say you add the Apollos, boom, there you go. Now you have your 2 expansion teams. But how would you do divisions? You know what I mean? Because there's 4 teams in each division. Mm-hmm. At that point, you'd almost have to add 4 teams to create a whole nother division.
No, you'd have to. Damn.
Yeah, see, it's not real definite that...
You'd have to add a bunch of teams on.
Yeah, the league would be huge. I mean...
It'd be kind of cool to have more football.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have more teams. And I mean, then everything on Sundays would be football. I mean, you'd have to have every channel playing a football game, pretty much. They would raise my pass on the NFL pass because they have more teams and I have to watch every team. So I'd have to get a bigger TV, essentially. But yeah, no, that's what I found that was pretty cool. Although I already talked about that in my other section here that we had. Knocked out 20 minutes of podcast time already. So just on other topics, I know really what inspired me to do this show and podcast was I have some friends I want to shout out here. And just people in general. I've been watching the Lefko show, the Bleacher Report. Adam Lefko, guy, you are great. You make a great show. I enjoy watching it. You're funny, and you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so hats off to you. Also, Fatal. She inspired me. she does her modeling thing, and then she has a show, and she always has a guest star, and it's really interesting the kind of people that come onto her show and how she does that. So, hats off to her for kind of inspiring me on that. Also, I do listen to the Eagle Eye in the Sky podcast. Just call me a big fan if you will. You know, if you put Eagles on it, I'm gonna watch it or listen to it. It's just what I do. Those are just a few things that kind of got me going. Wanted to do my show. I was gonna do the Thoughtcast. Me and Giovanni the King. We were gonna have our own show and everything. And it was gonna be cool, and we had all these themes planned out. I'd still love to actually start on that. That'd be dope. I really just need the kind of scenery for it. I would like to have like a nice little red maroon room with some nice sofas and stuff, and that'd be pretty cool. Ideal to have for
Sounds pretty tight.
yeah, for that kind of show. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this short segment. If you have any kind of if you want to throw in a topic or something, give us something to talk about, or if you just want us to make fun of some people, give us some suggestions. You can DM me on Twitter or on Instagram at Cashie Beats. That sounds like it's about it. Anything you want to add, Mikey?
No, it was fun.
Awesome. Well, all right, guys. Until next time, I'm out.
She made me feel like this, but it wasn't over. I hate the way she made me feel, babe, but it ain't over. It ain't coming